You're watching Triple A Backstage, and we're here with Tigertown. How you guys going?
Good.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having us.
Thank you. And I'm great, thank you. How's the trek up the East Coast been on the tour?
Yeah, it was really fun. We really enjoyed the drive up to Queensland from Sydney. So we spent the day yesterday, stayed at a friend's house in Byron, and enjoyed the beach this morning and came up now.
Your single Lonely Cities, self-titled, and the EP Lonely Cities, it's got a happy, great, bouncy vibe. In the chorus, kind of hits the mark between Of Monsters and Men in Group Love, I feel.
Cool.
Who are your main musical influences, considering that's kind of the sound that I hear anyway?
That sort of sound, we sort of refer to Passion Pit a lot when we do that kind of chorus.
Yeah.
And other than that, we listen to a lot of old music.
What's the old music for Tigertown?
Like
We love
80s.
Michael Jackson and a lot of like 80s artists. We love like Hall & Oates and Phil Collins and Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah.
All classic like pop songwriters. Yeah.
So you guys are really influenced by a very happy pop sound then? I guess. Do you have many sad ballads, I guess? Or like, do you want to make one just to add some variety to the set? Or?
We probably have tried to write a sad song.
It just ends up sounding
Lonely
happy.
Lonely Cities is a sad song.
Lyrically, yeah.
Lyrically.
Which is so funny. Like, we were inspired by a really sad story that our friend told us. We're like, oh, we should write about this, and it turned out sounding like the happiest song ever. So we haven't quite nailed how to do it yet.
So maybe go out for a super happy song, and then it might turn into
That's true.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Too positives, don't
Too
make
positive. It'll just be super positive. Yeah. The new EP has a very different vibe to your older singles, like 2012, 2013 era. Like What You Came Here For and Lions and Witches, which to me sound a lot more like Ginger Safari, if that's okay to say.
Yeah.
What do you think's influenced the change in musical direction from a few years ago to the current EP?
I think it's something that happened naturally, I think, due to our influences, and I guess we just kind of embrace them a lot more in our music and let them shine through. So it's something that just happened naturally. I remember a turning point was Chris came home and he bought me greatest hits of Janet Jackson from like an op shop, and I remember I just like danced in the lounge room from start to finish, and I was like, and then
we were dancing and it was like, it magically made music like this.
Yeah.
So a couple of years later, we almost are.
Yeah. And it was just a natural change? Or
Natural progression for sure.
Yeah, and it was slow because
It's a long
been
time.
2 years, obviously, since we released anything. So it happened slowly to us, but to everyone else, it's kind of like happened quickly.
Yeah.
When we were listening to EP in the office today, one of the writers said the new EP reminds her of Kylie Minogue, but the good Kylie Minogue.
Cool.
Yeah,
Do you guys agree with this or resonate with this at all?
It's never been brought up. Madonna's been brought up before, which I suppose is similar
But we love Kylie.
eras.
Yeah, love Kylie.
I love Kylie.
I was actually, I'm named after Kylie Minogue when she was in Neighbours, Charlene. There you go.
That was her character, yeah.
Legit, a true story?
Yeah, true story.
So is your stage show slowly going to get more fantastical and elaborate and huge with dances and whatnot? Like, is the plan to get that elaborate?
I think we jiggy enough. I don't think we need backup dancers.
We have dreams about
If we had
choreography.
backup dancers, that'd be pretty stoked.
Yeah.
All the tracks on the new EP have heaps of energy. How do you guys, either individually or as a band, hype yourselves up for your live shows? What's the process of an afternoon after getting out of the van, driving 3 hours from Byron?
Good coffee.
Good coffee. Well, last week we were in Melbourne, and because it was the night before was Sydney, which was a really big show. Our trip was to all have a sleep before the show.
We're pretty
and so we woke up and went, oh, we're back.
I think we were sleeping and we woke up at 8 o'clock at night, and then we went and played a show.
Yeah.
That's not even time for sound check. That's just a quick beer before
it was after sound check.
Yeah.
Sometimes we do in the green room just have to kind of get a bit jumpy to wake ourselves up and make sure we're energetic.
Aerobics with Tigertown.
Yeah. We're like boxing, like.
I like to think the music is energetic enough though to hype us up once we're
As soon as it starts.
Yeah.
As part of the Lonely Cities tour announcement, you guys encouraged your fans to design merchandise for you guys, and 50% of those profits went to a charity which ended up being Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Yeah.
Why did you guys decide to run such an amazing competition and a merch system for your fans? Like, what led you to a charity way rather than just design us a cool shirt?
I think we just wanted an opportunity for our fans to kind of feel a part of it and you know, get on board with something that is for a good cause. So that I think that's just kind of how that evolved.
Yeah, it was really nice seeing all the submissions and reading what charities and why they all had amazing stories, because we loved all the stories so much that we made an effort to write back to all of them individually and thank them for those.
Yeah, how many submissions did you get?
It was over 10 in the end, which is good.
Yeah.
10,000 notion.
Yeah.
But people put a lot of effort. We didn't give them much time.
Yeah.
Especially for like the hand-drawn ones. We chose a hand-drawn one.
Yeah.
Like we didn't give them that much time to come up with an artwork like that, so we were pretty impressed.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
And is this merch on sale at your shows?
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Get it at a show near you.
Yeah.
What's the current tour vibe like compared to touring the US with St. Lucia and also your two South by Southwest shows? Like, how's this tour compare to something that big?
It's pretty different.
Yeah.
It's definitely different, but it's a lot of fun. It's, the best thing about the Australian tour is that we get to see so many friends that we've made on the road, and it's more of a hangout, where in America it does become a little bit just wake up, drive, play, wake up, drive, play. So this is really nice, and we go on so much later. That's the first thing we noticed when we did this tour, because normally we're the support band, so we're done by 9 or something. But this one we're like, what? We don't go until 11:30. How are we going to do that?
I think it's been a nice feeling too, as opposed to playing in the States, that this tour, like, people have come to see us and like paid to see us, so we're kind of we're pretty overwhelmed with the response so far.
More people know the words.
Yeah.
2 of your shows have sold out already, is it? Or
Yeah.
And is this also your first Australian tour as Tigertown? Is that correct?
In like
No.
2 years.
2 years.
We haven't
Yeah,
done a headline tour in 2 years.
We did it a fair bit back then, and so it was strange, to not do it for 2 years.
Yeah.
Did any of you have like a crazy itch to get back on the road and you're like, no, calm down? Or like, was it a group?
In the 2 years it did get a little bit like, who am I?
I'm not on stage, I'm not myself.
Yeah.
We're lucky we did a US tour last year that kind of broke it up and gave us a fix.
Yeah.
Definitely. I saw a very dashing photo of you guys a few weeks ago on Facebook, repping some Connies. Are you guys officially sponsored by Converse now?
Oh yeah, that's right. I got one now.
You both do.
We no, we're not. When we played at South by, they just like invited us to.
They hooked us up.
Yeah, they hooked us up, and we actually got like our name like engraved.
It says Tigertown.
On cons, so custom Connies,
Inside.
Tigertown Connies.
I can vouch it's on there. Yeah.
It has, it's just like written in text out there.
So a pair each or 10 pairs each? Like
No,
you all have a
just
rainbow of
pair.
Converse at home?
And a free photo shoot.
Free photo shoot.
Yeah.
I think you've made it once you get free Connies.
We were pretty happy.
We're done.
Yeah.
We're done.
Yeah. We're done.
Finally, what's the best and worst things about being in a band with your family?
Best is that our any disagreements usually are ended quickly, because we're used to bickering with each other and being ready for dinner.
Well practiced.
Well
we have
practiced.
unconditional
So it's
love
probably-
for each other.
That's probably, even though it's a negative thing to bicker, it's a positive thing that we're good at it. What's the negative thing? The negative thing is probably
It's
just
the
that
bickering.
Your weakness is your strength.
Yeah.
I guess-
Stopping Tigertown.
Nice.
Yeah.
Another positive is we're compact as well. Like we, when we played in New Zealand, it was years and years ago. We had like this tiny little camper van that had 2 beds, and there was like 5 of us crammed in this one camper van. So we're pretty compact as well.
We can all fit on one
Sharing
little
beds
lounge.
is cool.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Thank you very much for hanging out with us. We're Triple A Backstage with Tigertown from Sydney. Thank you.